What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, work our way up through the ranks and through the teams, and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We're currently in the F1 2012 season, round 5, and if you have missed any of the previous episodes, then you can go catch up with the card annotation in the top right-hand corner of your screen. So if you have missed any of the episodes, go check them out now. And we have got all the rules for this series, if you are new to it, in the description down below, so you can go check that out as well. And if we have a look at the race standings, after 4 rounds of the championship, P7, 22 points on board, 2 points ahead of Nico Rosberg, 7 points behind Kimi Räikkönen, and that at the moment is a Toro Rosso seat for F1 2013, which is pretty good. Not too bad at the moment, but we will be looking to try and improve on that. I would like to maybe stay with Force India for F1 2013, or possibly even try and get a drive for Lotus. We'll just have to wait and see how the rest of the season goes on. But we have a couple of emails before today's race. Teammate Chan still losing out, only beating Paul Di Resta on championship points, but I've outraced him twice. He's outraced me twice, so hopefully we can draw equal on that one. Out-qualified, unfortunately, is 4-0 to Paul Di Resta, so we really need to sort out our qualifying at the moment, but fastest laps is also 4-0, so we need to sort that out too. Race information, not really too bothered about that, but it's going to be raining for today's race in Spain. Qualified 12th, finish the race in 9th. Hopefully we can achieve that. And without any further ado, let's head over to the race weekend for the Spanish Grand Prix. Okay, then we have an R&D objective for today. Beat the average lap time over 3 laps whilst testing a new rear wing, ensuring your DRS is open for... Oh, I did this before. It's raining, guys. I can't do that. Come on, are they going to sort this out where you can actually do R&D development when it's raining? This is bullshit. Right, let's head over to qualifying because that was a waste of time. It's time for qualifying here in Spain, a track which we don't tend to do well at. We've only had really a good race in F1 2011, and that is, of course, because it is F1 2011, a very easy game. So hopefully we can at least get out of Q1 here today. Massive, you're going slowly. Get out of the way, buddy. Thank you very much. Right, you two. Räikkönen, get out of my way. Okay, 1/10 off the pace of the pole man at the moment. This could be good. This could be a good lap here today. Right, one more corner left in this one-shot qualifying session. DRS close and then open it as we go around the final corner. Down towards the line. Was the time good enough for? Oh, that is too damn close. Too damn close. Losing too much time, though, in the final sector, so I need to sort that out at the moment. But if we can hold on to this, stay in 17th place, we at least get a chance in Q2. Let's see whether it's good enough. And it is good enough. There we go, getting into Q2 for the second time this season. Bruno Senna gets knocked out, and we beat him. Not by much, but we beat him at the end of the day, which is all we need to do. Right, what can we do in Q2? Let's find out. Right then, let's see what we can do in this Q2 session. I'm hoping for something pretty good here today. Let's try and get into Q3, put it up into Rich Mix, and let's see what we can do. Let's get into Q3. Let's get into that top 10 shootout. Thank you very much, Mark Webber, for getting out of my way. Love that from you. Right, a couple of corners left to go. We're into the final chicane. Can we hook it all up? No mistakes. That was not good through there, but through the final corner now. What can we do through here? DRS open. Down towards the line. Is it going to be good enough? No, it's not. 17th. Brilliant. Love that. So we get into Q2, but we can only get 17th position. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. I'm just fed up with not having 1 lap pace. It's so frustrating. 2/10 slower than 2 Toro Rossos. Oh, I shouldn't be down here. I nearly won the championship in 2011. And now I've got the frustrations of being in a crap team. Because I don't get any other choice. Because all of you guys are just like, just mod it and be in Mercedes or McLaren or something like that. I can't do that. I'm not on PC. I'm on Xbox. I don't have a good PC. It's literally a potato. So I can't mod a career mode, unfortunately. And I can't put myself in a better team. But being in Force India, it's just not good enough. And once again, losing out to my teammate by a whole 0.6 of a second in 1 lap pace. I just don't know where to find that time. I was so good through Sector 1 and Sector 2. Sector 3, though, and because, I mean, Sector 1, through Sector 1 and Sector 2, I was 1/10 off of the pole man. So where am I losing it in Sector 3? I'm losing so much time through that chicane, and losing so much time, in fact, I'm losing a whole 1.3 seconds through that whole entire chicane part. Don't know how I'm losing it, but I just am. So I need to pick it up in the race. I need to find out where I'm losing it in that chicane. I need to find out, and I need to correct it. And hopefully we can be amongst the top drivers. But let's see what we can do in today's race. It's race day. It is, of course, the Spanish Grand Prix, and we're starting way down the field in 17th place. We got into Q2, but unfortunately, it just was not enough to get any higher. It's just 17th place is all we could have hoped for. There's a 47% chance of rain here today. If that comes down, we are going to be starting on the prime tyres just in case. If it comes down, then we are in a really, really good position, like we did in Brazil last season, where we can go on to the intermediate tyres and hopefully battle it with the front runners. We just have to wait and see how that goes. Normal fuel strategy for today's race and teammate battle. Yeah, we are 2 to 5 down. To 2 to 5. No, we've only got 1 out of 5, which is championship points. If we can outrace Paul the rest of today, we will even that up 2 to 5, and it will all be down to who wins on the podiums. But outqualified 5-0 to Paul the rest right now. Fastest laps 4-0. We need to pick it up. It's not good enough. That is not good enough at the end of the season, and we really need to sort that out. Anything else to talk about? Not really. So let's head down to the track and get today's race underway. It is Fernando Alonso who lines up in pole position for today's Spanish Grand Prix with Sebastian Vettel, I believe that is, alongside him in P2. There's Paul di Resta, my teammate, lining up in P12. I think he finished. And there's myself, P17 on the grid. Not a good qualifying session today. And we'll be hoping to do something special in today's race. As the lights come on, it's 5 red lights. It is lights out, and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. Held for quite a long time there, but away we finally go. And trying to get the better of the Williams on my right hand. No, the Toro Rosso, sorry, on my right hand side. Not able to do that as Massa squeezes me. Braking down towards turn 1. Let's try and find something around the outside through this corner. Oh, understeer on these prime tyres. It's going to be difficult, but we are holding out for the rain. If we can have rainy conditions, then maybe this strategy might work. Oh my god, Senna, what are you doing? What's everyone doing? Oh my god, learn to drive, guys. Learn to fucking drive. Oh, come on, Toro Rosso of Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, you've just lost me out of position there, buddy. That's not very nice. And now I've got somebody... Oh, my God. No, don't go into Ricciardo. Thank you very much. I'm on the outside, though, pinned. And Schumacher is probably going to get past me. Is he? No, he's not. There we go. Moving up into P16. So making positions up in this race already. But now I've got the 2 Toro Rosso guys ahead of us. We're going to be slow. We are going to be slow. How does that happen? Can somebody please fucking explain to me how you're driving on a surface... in a straight line, okay? In a straight line, in a straight line, in a straight line. We turn a little bit. Oh, okay. The back end says, no, do you know what? Today, I want to race round Monaco. So I'm going to see you later. I'm going to pick up a plane. The front end can stay here, go into that barrier, and I don't give a fucking shit. What is wrong with this game? It's so infuriating. And again, I'm having to use a flashback. How many flashbacks have we used this season? Far too many already. Whereas we didn't use this many at this stage of the 2011 season. I don't think we used this many at this stage of the first Rags to Riches after using no assist for a couple of seasons. So this is just annoying. But on the back now of Ricciardo going around the outside of maybe a Williams driver as well. Verne getting caught up. But there we go. Pouncing on that Williams driver and moving up into P14. So making good strides at the moment in today's race. Perez and Verne getting all caught up at the moment. I'll be looking to try and pounce on both of these guys as we go through the final corner, following in the slipstream of John-Eric Verne. But it's not going to be enough because Senna somehow so much quicker than myself. I'm going to use a bit of curves to maybe go on the attack of John-Eric Verne. I don't think it is going to be enough at the end of the day. Maybe around the outside though, down in towards turn 1. I'm giving him room on the inside, and there we go. Lovely move around the outside in towards that corner and moving up into P13. Right, Sergio Perez is up next, but John-Eric Verne coming back at me after being on these less grippier tyres through turn 3 really hurt us. But there we go, holding on to position, and hopefully I can catch up to the guys ahead. As John-Eric Verne goes for the overtake on the left-hand side, down in towards the hairpin. He brakes earlier than myself. I get the car turned in, but look at the slide on these prime tyres. Just no grip at all. How am I supposed to compete with these? Oh, this strategy is going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult today. Here goes John-Eric Verne once again, this time on the right-hand side. Can he do anything? No, he can't. He knows that we brake a lot later down in towards turn 1. And there we go, holding on to position still as Senna gets past him now. So it looks like Senna is going to have a go very, very soon. Hopefully, we can just keep on doing the same thing, hold him off, and possibly try and get Sergio Perez later on the race. He is running a little bit slow. I'm quite quick through Sector 1 though. I lose out time quite a bit through Sector 3. That is where I'm slowest. Especially on these tyres, which have like 0 grip right now. Okay then, we've got a few drivers finally into the pits in this Spanish Grand Prix, and that is going to move me up into 7th place at the moment. Need to just carry on, holding on, defending this position, and if the rain comes down, then this strategy will work to my advantage. More drivers into the pits now. So whereabouts is this going to put me in today's race? Push me up the standings. Maybe not ahead of everyone. We've got a load of drivers on the right-hand side, including this guy. We're going to brake late, though, in towards Turn 1. Mark Webber still ahead of me. Going very slowly, though, through Turn 2. We might be able to get him through Turn 3. If we can do that, we can move up into P2 in this race. Here we go. Right on the back of Mark Webber, using a whole lot of curves down in towards Turn 3. What can we do on Mark Webber? Up the inside. And there we go, job done. Lovely overtake there on Mark Webber. He's on slightly colder tyres, but let's not take that away from ourselves. It was still a pretty decent move. But is Fernando Alonso legitimately in the lead of the race? If he is, then he has got a huge lead over everybody else right now. Unless he's coming into the pits on the next lap, which fingers crossed he is. Here goes Mark Webber then on the right-hand side, down in towards Turn 1. Can he hold on? No, he can't. Not good under braking compared to myself. And there we go. Still holding on to P2. Lovely job indeed. If we can hold on to this until the rainy period, then we could certainly be on for a podium here today. It's lap 12 of this 17-lap race, and the rain has not come down yet, which is not good enough. But the good thing about this is every time Mark Webber gets close, he gets close through here, but then he gets caught up by everybody else because he gets too close, goes into the back of me, too close too early, goes into the back of me, and then those lot of guys are too busy squabbling. So I get a nice old bit of fresh air all the way through these corners, and all I have to do is put it down into Rich Mix down the start-finish straight, and I've got him. I've got the job done on him because they just can't brake later than me in towards Turn 1, which is good news. I really need it to rain now. 3 laps left to go in this race. Mark Webber on the right-hand side, but look, what's this? Just not going to be able to brake late enough compared to myself, and I'm going to get the job done around the outside of Turn 1, inside of Turn 2, and there we go, holding on to position still, but I need it to rain. I need the rain to fall right now for us to go on to intermediate tyres. Otherwise, the best I can hope for is about 16th, 17th, or maybe even 18th place, which is just not good enough. It's just not good enough, is it? Oh, I know I've got to go onto the option tyres by the end of the race, but oh, I need it to rain. Where's the rain? Like, this is a 1:26 lap. They said to me it would come down in 15 minutes time. That is around lap 15. So where's the rain? I don't see any bloody rain. Where's the rain? As I've got Mark Webber all over my tail right now. Straight up into Rich Mix. Let's try and defend as much as possible. Come on, as he's going to come under pressure from Jensen. But no, Lewis Hamilton down in towards Turn 1. I should be able to hold on to it, though. Down towards this corner. There we go, job done. Holding on to position just about. Okay. Right, rain, come on. I seriously need you to come down on this lap. Is that rain? Can I see rain? I can, yes. It is raining out on track. Is this going to be an amazing strategy like we had in Brazil? Please, 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 please. Just be heavy enough for intermediate tyres in the next couple of laps. I don't think it's raining in Sector 3, unfortunately, which means it's not raining enough to go on to intermediate tyres. It has to rain heavy enough on the next lap. Otherwise, this race has gotten away from me. And if that's the case, then this is just an absolute shambles. But I'm going to set it ready. We're going to be either coming into the intermediate tyres or the option tyres. It's raining down in towards Sector 1. That's good news. But is it heavy enough for intermediate tyres just yet? I'm not too sure. Either way, we're coming in for inters anyway. Because, I mean, options aren't going to do anything for me either. So we might as well see what intermediate tyres have in store. There's a yellow flag out. There might have been an incident. Yes, there has been an incident behind me. There's been a coming together behind me, which could really help me in today's race. If those guys have had a little bit of a mistake, then that gives me a little bit of breathing space if they're all going to flood into the pits as well. I mean, I don't think they will because it's not looking like it's heavy enough out on track, which is slightly unfortunate. But let's see anyway. We're going to be coming into the pits for intermediate tyres anyway. Well, these tyres are definitely spent. So either way, we need to have a fresh set of tyres anyway because we're going to get disqualified. We can't carry on any longer because, we will get disqualified. So into the pits we go anyway. And hopefully the intermediate tyres are the right tyres to go on. Here we go into the pit lane and into lean mix. Let's select the intermediate tyres. I don't think it's going to be at the right time. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough to pull me back through the field. I think it might be enough for me to come out in P whatever. It might be the crossover phase, but I still think that the dry tyres are going to be good enough running. But what on earth has happened? Oh my god! There's a huge crash down the start-finish straight. What on earth has happened there? What on earth has happened there? Do I get any other view? No, I don't. So, there was a lot of debris going on around me. And I can't see what's happening. Involved my teammate. There is Paul di Resta in a spin. Nobody else collects him. But there's also Bruno Senna as well. Something happened to him. Unfortunately, it's not like F1 2016 where we can see what's happened to everybody else. But we are just on the edge of getting points here today. Come on. If we can get some points, then that'd be a fantastic result. But I still feel like it's not intermediate tyre weather. But we will see how this lap progresses. Come on, baby. Give me the tyres. Come to me. Come to me. Right, DRS has been disabled for myself. As there's a yellow flag. No overtaking. Somebody spun it. Down in towards this corner. Come on. Give me that 10th place I need. Yes. Okay. Right, we're going to overtake because they're all going slowly. Please don't say I have to give that position back. And it's green. Yes, yes, yes. Up into P8. Okay, the wet weather tyres are working for me. Somebody else has had a spin out on track. It's this guy, Kimi Räikkönen, who is in P7. We're not going to win the race. That's definitely not going to happen. But there's a yellow flag again. Who else is spinning out on track? All those guys behind me as Fernando Alonso wins today's race. Kimi Räikkönen, can he hold on to P7 though? Oh, I've run it very, very wide into that hairpin. But he's going to be struggling for grip all throughout these corners. What can we do? Oh my god! Everybody's spinning off at the moment. I'm just going to weave through the pack. Look at that. Oh my god, this is incredible stuff here at the end of this Spanish Grand Prix. What an ending to a race where I'm usually terrible at. The strategy has worked. And I am a genius. I am an absolute genius. That is incredible stuff. And it's going to be P5 for the Spanish Grand Prix. Weaving the car in celebration. Spinning it on the line exactly where Paul di Resta spun it. And oh my god, what a race that was. What a race. I thought I'd thrown it away going onto the intermediate tyres too late. And the rain hadn't come down enough. But it was perfect. It couldn't have gone, well, it could have gone a bit better. I could have got second place. If I had one more lap in that race, I would have got second. I can guarantee that. I may have even won it if Fernando Alonso was going so slowly. But, wow. Absolutely incredible. The gap to Alonso was 33 seconds when I pitted. It was 35 seconds by the end of the race. So I only lost 2 seconds out because of that pit stop. So, yeah, I reckon I could have won that race if I had one more lap. But everyone was just spinning all over the place. Don't know how that happened, but fantastically it did. And it just made for an incredible ending to today's race. But Alonso is the race winner today. Sebastian Vettel second. Jenson Button third. Nico Rosberg fourth. I am in 5th place after what's just been an incredible race. The strategy went perfectly for me here today with Lewis Hamilton in 6th. Pastor Maldonado 7th. Kimi Räikkönen 8th. Roman Grosjean 9th. And Michael Schumacher in 10th. And Felipe Massa just missing out on the points here today. My teammate gets his first DNF of the season in 24th. Mark Webber gets a 20-second time penalty for some reason. And there is no other real surprises in today's race. So looking at the driver standings now. Fernando Alonso is leading that one. 16 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Jenson Button not too far off either. Mark Webber losing out a lot of points here today. But there's still a long way left to go. 20 rounds in this season and we've only done 5. We're still in P7 though. Toro Rosso seat for next season. 1 point behind Kimi Räikkönen. Same points as Nico Rosberg. But luckily for us, I think we've got... I think we've both got 1 4th place. But I've got 2 5th places, which puts me just ahead of Nico Rosberg at this stage of the season. If I can get Kimi Räikkönen, I get a Sauber seat for next season. So we just have to wait and see on that one. Constructor standings now. 6th place, unfortunately, being dropped down behind Mercedes. But we're only 3 points behind them. And we're only 9 points behind Lotus at this stage of the season. So, we could possibly be battling with those guys come the end of the season. We're just going to have to wait and see how it goes. But that is it for the end of what has been an incredible Spanish Grand Prix. You couldn't have written that any better. You could not have written that, especially in towards the final sector where Räikkönen spun it, Maldonado spun it, and so did Lewis Hamilton. And I just managed to weave my way through all those drivers and get up into 5th place. You could not have written it any better at all. What a fantastic result at the end of the day. But yeah, that is it for today's Spanish Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for daily Formula 1 content. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. But I'll see you next time at the Monaco Grand Prix, the jewel on the F1 calendar. But until then, it's goodbye from me.